Hello everyone, today I'm thrilled to introduce our special guest. With more than 30 years of experience at OMRON, he has become an incredible source of wisdom and knowledge. But what makes this conversation even more fascinating is the topic he will be discussing today: how automation is empowering people. Then, rather than me giving a long introduction, I let him share his impressive career and also his accomplishments. So, without further ado, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our esteemed guest. Hello, Faouzi. Welcome.
Hi, Andrea. Pleasure to be here. My name is Faouzi Grebici. I joined OMRON a long time ago.
When? We want to know it.
In 21st of September 1990.
I didn't born.
You were not born, sorry. Okay. It's a real journey with OMRON. You know, it was an exciting journey with OMRON, but also in the industrial automation world. I worked in I don't know how many countries, UK, lived and worked UK, Germany, Holland. My kids are born in Germany, one in the south, one in the north. Now I'm located in France and very happy to be here. I mean, what can I say? With OMRON, it was all the time, fun to work within this company and fun also to work with the people that I had the pleasure to work with, to learn from, and sometimes maybe to lead, yes, and to coach.
So please, automation to empower people. What's this? Is our slogan, maybe?
Yes, of course, it's a slogan. Everybody has a slogan.
Yeah.
Why not us? A slogan. But honestly, seriously, automation to empower people is something that is not new in OMRON. It is basically coming from our DNA, in manufacturing and automation. I think if I am right, I speak about wisdom. I think it's a bit of memory also. So about 30 years ago, OMRON embarked into the industrial automation world. There was one statement from our founder, which is to the machine, the work of the machine, and to mankind, the thrill of further creation. Hopefully that was not lost into the slogan war. But I think today we see the value of this statement. Just for a few facts, in the manufacturing today, we have 50 million people in Europe working in manufacturing. It's a fact that today it is stated that 3 to 5% shortage will be a big issue by 2030. So we talk about 1.5 to 2.5 million people missing in manufacturing. And that is a real issue. And the question is, how come, the manufacturing is suffering for such a huge shortage of people?
You said a big issue. Is automation going to be a solution for this?
What do you think?
I don't think maybe that automation will solve everything, because sometimes people is a bit scared about robots can steal the job of people. But of course, automation can be something to solve this issue. But I think you have the answer for me.
I hope I had the answer. But, it's a very good question, because, of course, depending on which side you are, from a side of, I would say, yes, people outside the manufacturing, yes, there is always this issue. Is the robot or automation is going to take the job of people? From the side of manufacturers, is a real issue. They don't, honestly speaking, they want to solve this problem. They want to jump, of course, from to the digitalization, robotization, automation. But the fact is how And from the automation supplier or technology supplier, of course, they would like to at least, to support that and at least solve part of this issue. And you are right, automation is not going to solve all this issue. I think automation can maybe today compensate for the jobs that people don't want to do, because I don't think that robots, at least in my career, I hope, I don't think that the robot will replace people. I think robots or automation will replace the jobs that people in the near future or already today they don't want to do. And this is what we see happening. Okay, so in that case, I would say, or we estimate in our world and our experience in industry of automation and manufacturing, that maybe 10 to 15% of those jobs will be replaced by 2030. Okay, maybe more, maybe less. So of course this, offer a potential, an extra potential for automation and robotics for 5 to 10 billion. Very good. Everybody is motivated. Everybody is prepared for that, But also, I guess the manufacturing world has really to look deeply into improving the situation in factories. And I hope, for me, that factories of tomorrow will not look like the factories of today. So I hope that the manufacturing world also will wake up and offer a better working place for people to have the manufacturing more attractive.
As you say, regarding factories, is that what is a smart factory going to offer in this future?
Yeah, that's another buzzword. It's good that you mention it. Usually we use buzzwords like factory of tomorrow, digital factory, smart factory, virtual factory, dark factory, what else, light up factories, That is the solution, because hopefully we don't have people there. Maybe, I don't know. I cannot, there are some processes that absolutely, they are dangerous, are dirty, the 4Ds, and tedious, and maybe, yes, people will not be within the process of manufacturing. But the OMRON vision, at least of a smart factory, is a factory where it is autonomous, collaborative, and it's very important that people have a role, a different role, but have a role. And that's why we prefer to speak about autonomous and collaborative factories, rather than today we're talking about smart factories. Another point also that I would like to add, today we throw in all the buzzwords, robots, 3D printing, big data, AI, and some others, and cybersecurity, and that's it, Mm-hmm. We feel that we have to be extremely serious in the manufacturing world. And also our point of view is that we prefer, coming from a Japanese background, and lean is in our DNA, we prefer, yes, we go to digitalization, yes, we go for more automation, but we prefer to talk about digital lean.
Digital
lean. And that is very, very important. Which means that before we digitalize, we have to look at our processes, and we have to make sure that they are lean and work. Does it answer your question, or I can talk for more? But
no. You tell our processes, and that makes me think: it's OMRON prepared to meet this technology?
We think so, but we never prepared. Of course, we are always learning. So one of the famous statements from OMRON is always learn, adapt to the market, and learn from customer. But one thing I think we did the last 10 years, we invested a lot into what we call game changers within, in order to have this collaborative and autonomous manufacturing. Of course, OMRON is has been always known for sensing and control, and we are present for many, many years. About 15 years ago, we added robotics, robotics for not the big robots, but at least fixed robots. A few years ago, we had invested also heavily in mobile robots and in collaborative robots. And the mobile robots are by de facto collaborative. And this is in order to make sure that the factories of tomorrow will be fully flexible, autonomous. Very important also, they are modular, okay? And why not? This is also fully information-driven manufacturing. So, again, it is very important to position OMRON as invested into what we call technology enablers, or even technology, what we call game changers. And I think, we are ready. We have the technology to meet that. But also very important, we're not going to do it alone. The shift from today's conventional manufacturing into smart factory or digital lean factory or optimized factory, as we call them, is not going to be achieved just because OMRON have the technology. It is the whole ecosystem that have to work together. So the manufacturers have also to think with us. We have to think with manufacturers. We have also solution partners that we have to involve them. And it's very important is OMRON, I think, invested a lot into the first step to have what we call technology that is fit, that works. But we need also to put this technology into solutions. This is the role of our system integrator and sys partners. And also, we need also the manufacturers to also be part of this ecosystem to make sure that this technology works, fit into solution, but also brings value to them. Bringing value, it means it is simple, it is useful, it is user-friendly, and it is deployable.
And I would like to sum up this interesting interview by asking you about the future. We were talking about how many years you've been working here in OMRON and about the wisdom you gave to us. And I would like to ask for more wisdom and ask to you if you can be able to predict a little bit this future of the industry.
My wish or my dream is that the generation of tomorrow will be happy also to be part of this manufacturing world. Okay, that is very, very important. I have a son. Mm-hmm. He is an engineer. I am trying to convince him to work into a factory.
Really?
I am half succeeding. Because they still have this image of manufacturing is wasteful, it is, etc. But this is, again, this is a job that we all have to do to make sure that this manufacturing world is very attractive for the generations of tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Because we need manufacturing, and this is part of, I think, 17 to 20% of the productivity of a country is coming from the manufacturing. So it is needed. It is very important. It is the future because this world needs it. That's my dream, is that the generation of tomorrow, will be proud and happy to be part of this journey of smart manufacturing.
Thank you so much for being here today, Faouzi. It was very interesting for me and very pleasant to hear from you, as usual. I admire you and the way you communicate, so I'm sure the audience will do it too.
It's a real pleasure, Andre.
Okay. And that's it. For the rest, our tech listeners, as usual, see you the first Monday every 2 months. Goodbye.